What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We at it again. You know who it is. Your boy John.
I've been being crushed.
That's week 2.
Fuck 3.
Week 3?
It's been like a month since I fucking subbed anybody.
It happens, man. Some you go through peaks and valleys.
I'm in that
Part of
valley
the
right
game.
now. I'm in the valley of the shadow of death.
That's the hardest
But
part.
I fear everyone.
That's the hardest part is when you're there because you feel like, fuck, man, I'm not getting better. And
Before I get into it, though.
Look, we don't look.
Woo!
We're talking about drinks.
Hey, this boy probably weighs 220 right now.
Probably. Yeah.
You haven't weighed
Fuck
yourself?
No. It was my birthday, I had cake, brownies, and then I just been not eating like...
You probably had like 7 beers last night.
Yeah. Not eating like
full flavored beers too.
Super unhealthy, but like I'm allowing myself to eat like whatever. And so Monday, back at it.
You should go eat tonight.
Monday back at it. I don't know, maybe.
This fool was trying to say last night that he's going to go to 190.
Yeah, I'm going to go to 190.
But what's at 190?
Smaller people.
No, but what's the weight class?
Oh, 195, I think it is.
You did that before.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought you meant you were going to go down to the lower one.
No. That's 182, I think.
Yeah. It's 195, right?
Yeah, I think it's 195. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So that's why I said 190.
For that OC Open?
Yeah.
It's like 2 months.
That's like 2.5 months. Yeah.
It was right before Master World?
Master World's in August. Yeah.
When's that OC one?
July. We're still in May. Oh, June, July. Well,
Maybe
I'll have to do 208.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might be a little too close. Maybe I'll shoot for August for
Master World?
Worlds, do 198.
I'm trying to decide if I want to do Master Worlds because to get right into the fucking topic, because I'm going to ADCC. Mm-hmm. Maybe we might go to the Craig Jones Invitational instead. So I don't know if I want to go twice in a month because it's like they're
the same day, right?
No, Master World and then
No.
Yeah,
the Craig Jones
the exact same
Invitational.
day.
Yeah.
And it's at the venue that they used to do that. So like, but yeah, back to that thing. I don't know if I want to go to Vegas twice in 1 month. I did last time and it was kind of a lot.
Well, I was gonna do the conference. And that conference is in August.
Uh-huh.
And there's 2 of them, but they're right back to back. And so one starts like on a Tuesday, and the next one starts on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
And then they lead into each other. And I was like, man, that's a full week in Vegas. That's a lot. And then if I want to compete at the end of the month, like,
yeah,
you know I'm not going to be eating healthy, and it's going to be drinking. And that's like 2-3 weeks out from fucking the comp. So
it's beginning of August.
It's beginning of August. So it says August starts August 4th. And then it goes all the way to the 12th. So I was going to ask for it. I didn't put it in.
I don't think I'll do Master World this year. I'll probably just do what we did last year and just go watch. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It doesn't really make that much difference for me because I'm an Ultra and then Purple Belt. Maybe it'll still be Friday or Saturday.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So they do...
We should if we compete on Saturday, we should go Friday. And then stay till and come home like Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we get a couple nights to get after it.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Yeah, because we don't. I mean, most everybody that we know that's gonna go
is gonna leave.
Well, they're gonna be competing Saturday anyway.
Yeah.
You know, and if they compete on Friday, we just leave early Friday, like at 7 in the morning on Friday, get there by 11.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
I like that.
That's kind of what we're trying to do for ADCC. ADCC is Saturday, Sunday, so I think we're gonna go Friday night and then leave Tuesday.
And then Worlds is next weekend.
Yeah. IBJJF Worlds, yeah. I wish I looked at the brackets more, dude. It's just, I don't know a lot of the people. I know like the big names, so you kind of expect all those to win. I'm most excited to see Tynan fight Jansen again to see how that goes, and then to see what Cade does, because Cade Rotolo is doing the gi, I believe.
And Talison is fighting too.
Talison, yeah. Yeah, so I guess we could start there. Fucking Thursday. You came in like a fucking cyborg. So Talison Suarez did a cool little seminar at our school.
It was really good. I actually thought it was really good.
I don't think we should talk about the techniques. That's what Omar is saying. Yeah. But what I did like that he did was he said right up front, he's like, hey, it's not about techniques today. It's about a concept.
Yeah.
What concept did you glean from all that?
For me, I think is learning how to pressure someone and like because he was talking about cooking him.
Well, yeah, but I think you said it right there, which I think it went over a lot of people's heads. But I mean, you pick up a lot of the same shit I pick up. But he was specifically talking about connection. Mm-hmm. So pressure, whatever you want to call it, but the ability to create connections, and like that's like 80%
and disconnect
and disconnections.
He was saying if I miss this, then I disconnect, and you have to restart again from the beginning. And he constantly was talking about connecting and disconnecting.
And you want to stop your opponent from disconnecting when you want to connect.
When you want to connect, yeah.
Yeah, which I thought that was really cool because I never really understood the leg drag like position. I never really
what to do from there.
No, why would you go to it when you're already passed? But then with the way he explained it, it made sense.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the way it makes the most sense is you attack the back. The leg drag is a fake to the front. You get in that leg drag position, then you attack the back, which makes more. I mean, I don't ever attack the back, but if you're a better player than I am, you attack the back. Yeah, that was really cool. Talison seems like a pretty nice guy.
Yeah.
Also a wild ass boy. Fucking that dude posted a picture just in his face, and his chick's ass on his fucking Instagram.
Did he?
Did I tell you? Oh, dude, because I've been following him since he came last time, when him and Pato came last time, and he recently it was his birthday, and he posted. It's funny. It's like this gay dude dancing, and it was like 25 years old today. A whole lifetime without pronouns or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that.
And it's just like a montage of him doing shit, and one of them, his face is in his chick's ass when he's surfing.
Yeah, I saw that.
It's a wild boy, dude.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he lives in Australia. I didn't know he lived in Australia.
Oh, yeah, I knew that, yeah. He lives in Byron Bay.
That's cool.
So he has a school out there called the Academy at Byron Bay.
So that's his school?
That's his school.
And it's part of AOJ?
No, maybe, but he's like
affiliated?
No, he's a AOJ competitor.
Oh.
But I don't think it's really a part of their school. AOJ's only
every time I see him training there, it looks like very similar.
It does. White, it's the same aesthetic. I mean, when I open a school, it'll be that kind of aesthetic too. I'd like to make it real clean like that, you know.
Yeah.
AOJ's got it fucking popping off, and I've known this for a while, but I guess we never really talked about it. But like, AOJ is probably one of the most dominant teams coming up. You have Alliance, Autos, and then AOJ are probably the most dominant. For sure, the kids, AOJ is the most dominant. But I didn't realize how close. I mean, I guess I kind of knew, but I didn't realize how close they were to Autos. So Autos and AOJ were affiliates, and then I don't think with bad blood they split up. They just went their own ways because the Mendez brothers are black belts from the other guy who started AOJ, not Galval, but the other. Or sorry, Autos. So Autos was started by two guys. Galval and this other dude, and the other dude's the one that gave them their black belts. Because I remember hearing something talking about, like, I was watching an old match and they were talking about, the Autos affiliate AOJ, and I was like, well, and I went down the rabbit hole of looking it up, but I mean, I think a lot of the competition I want to see this weekend coming up are AOJ competitors versus everybody else.
Yeah,
AOJ has such a good style and they're just dominant, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, the level. I'm kind of looking forward to seeing the level of caliber of competitors at that, so I'm game. I know Omar was saying if we all should go, and I was like, I'm down to go. It'll be fun to watch.
I'm going to go Saturday and Sunday, so to watch all the quarterfinals, and then the semifinals and the finals. I don't know about
Saturday.
Sunday.
I might do Sunday. I don't know about Saturday. But anyways, what were we going to talk about?
No, you're acting like a hoe right now.
So
ADCC versus Craig Jones Invitational.
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the premise of what we wanted to talk about today.
If you don't know, I mean, it's literally everywhere. Everybody's talking about it. So a little bit of the backstory is without going into like crazy detail,
Not go into the details we're talking about today.
Well, ADCC obviously is known as a very prestigious event. It's
the most prestigious event.
Like, as some would call it, the Olympics of Jiu-Jitsu. Yeah. However...
Hold on. The only thing that's on equal amount of prestige is IBJJF Gi Worlds.
Yeah. And then, so, one of the challenges is that paying your competitors and the price... it costs some of these competitors to go to these events, travel the world, and they already don't make a lot of money. If you know jiu-jitsu, you already know, like, there's very few people that make good money doing jiu-jitsu.
Probably 20 competitors.
Yeah, as a competitor. Now, if you're a school owner, you're probably making pretty good money, but that takes away from your competition if you want to compete at that level, right? So, as a competitor, there's not a lot of people that really make money. When we're talking about money, we're talking about, let's say $500,000, a minimum.
Yeah, $500,000 a year. It's probably like there's probably 20 guys in the world.
Yeah, there's not a lot.
$500,000
There's even a smaller amount that are in the millions.
Like you said, in the competitor bracket.
Yeah,
there's a lot of professors making that kind of money. Like the guys from AOJ, like Guy and Hoffa Mendez, are probably making millions.
Yeah. But we're talking about high level competitors.
Right?
And so then there's been some beef between Craig Jones and
Mo Jackson.
About paying the competitors. So if you win your division in ADCC, it's $10,000. That's the prize money. which is not a lot of money.
If you don't win, you don't get paid.
Yeah, and if you don't win, you get nothing.
I think they hook up the accommodations. They pay for your trip there, so they pay you for a room, and I think they pay for your flights.
But not every
competitor.
Every competitor. Okay.
Yeah.
But still, you talk about the money you invest into training,
there's only like 100
diet.
competitors.
Yeah, the money you invest in diet, training, and to be a professional, at that level.
Yeah.
It's an issue, and so Craig Jones is like, hey, why don't you pay more? Why don't you pay more? Why don't you pay your competitors more? And so he decided to take it upon himself to start his own tournament that happens to be the exact same day and the exact same time as ADCC. And you would think like, oh well, that's dumb. That's not going to get much traction, right? You have one of the biggest events in the world for jiu-jitsu, and you're going to try to compete and just coming up new. The big difference is he's offering $1 million to win for every bracket that wins, every whatever, every bracket.
Well, let's stop right there before we get that deep into it. So Craig's main beef with ADCC is the payment side of things, and he was saying that. Why would I spend 3 to 4 months of my life specifically training for ADCC in hopes to win $10,000, right? And you understand that because he goes and does a seminar. Like he did a seminar at Legion a few months ago, maybe earlier late last year. There was 400 people and it was $200 each.
There was that many people there?
Yeah.
That's insane.
So what is that? 40 grand?
Something like that. It's way out there. I don't know.
Let's just do the math real quick.
So you said there was about 400 people?
Let's say it was 300. Say a conservative side. 300 times $200.
Oh yeah, $200.
60 grand is what he got paid to do
for like a 2-hour seminar.
A 2-hour seminar. They usually go all day, so let's say it's an all day thing. But he's making, let's say on the low side, he's making 20 grand to do a seminar. Because I know Nicky Rod probably charges 5 or 10. Mm-hmm. So let's say he's making 20 grand to do a seminar. Yeah, why would you spend all that time of your life, stop doing seminars, stop doing all this stuff specifically to do ADCC for the prestige, right? And even he agreed that it is the most prestigious event, but where he really took offense to was instead of upping prize money for competitors, they went to a bigger venue.
Yeah.
So they went from the Talison Mack Center in Las Vegas, which is where the UNLV's basketball team plays, to the T-Mobile Arena, which is where they have all the UFC fights at, right? So if you look at it right there, the gate at Talison Mack, I think, is 10,000 people, and they claimed it was sold out. It was not sold out. I was there. It was not sold out. Mm-hmm. So first of all, they take away about a quarter to a third of the seats, probably a quarter to an eighth of the seats away for where the stage is. Mm-hmm. So there's a portion of the seats they cut out like this big triangle where you can't sit behind because there's the stage and the curtain in the backstage, right? So then you have this U left. And then the U is on the first, let's say 150 rows, right? Then there's a balcony. The balcony was fully open because it's above the curtain. The balcony nobody was up there. Mm-hmm. And there's probably at minimum 1,000 seats in the balcony. So it wasn't sold out. There was no way there was that many people walking around in only those seats, right?
Yeah.
So it wasn't sold out. But maybe they put a sellout, because you can determine what sellout is.
Yeah, what your gate is.
Yeah, so let's say it's 11,000 people. I think that's what that venue holds. Okay, we're going to sell the gate at 8,000, right? And they sold probably 8,000 tickets, right? But there was tickets. I think you could walk up and buy tickets. You could buy cheap tickets. And at that time, expensive tickets were only $150 each, I think. So we got pretty good. We got pretty premium seating because at that ADCC, which was 22, it was by section. So there was no seats. You paid for the section. So if you got there early, you can get the banging seats. If you didn't get there early, you got the worst seats in that section, right? Versus T-Mobile, there's I think the full sellout gate at T-Mobile is 16,000. And the average ticket price that I saw was $300. And that was for like mid-upper nosebleeds.
That's crazy because the thing is you're talking about, it's still a niche market. You're not, you got most of your fans are going to be, you're going to have older fans that maybe like us that can afford to go, but
it's all older fans. It's all older guys.
I just don't see them selling out that. That's crazy.
But it is so if we're going to play devil's advocate, it is the event to go to for jiu-jitsu.
100%.
Like Gi Worlds, I haven't been, but you went last year. There wasn't really anybody there, right?
I mean, there was people there, but it didn't have like the.
It's not like
the
sold
vibe.
Out.
Yeah. It wasn't sold out.
Yeah, dude. I mean, for ADCC's defense, it was popping, dude. It was badass. Everything was fucking amazing, except for the stupid announcements.
Well, it's entertainment.
It's entertainment, yeah.
That's what they.
Yeah.
That's what they.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing ADCC has is it's entertainment, and that goes along with what Mo tries to say is like, hey, yeah, we're only paying you $10,000, but the recognition you get when you win is more valuable, and that's what Craig Jones is also calling bullshit. He's like, come on, get the fuck out of here.
So Dan,
I do think that there is value there for sure, but again, if you don't know how to market yourself, then it's a waste.
It doesn't matter, yeah.
So you have to know, like, let's say you win ADCC, I win ADCC. If I don't know how to market off of that win,
doesn't mean shit.
It doesn't mean anything. And it's timing. It's like you have to be quick, you have to do it right away, you have to go out and get sponsors right away. Like, and a lot of jiu-jitsu athletes, they're just like, if you ever seen a really high level jiu-jitsu athlete, you look at their Instagram, you're like, dude, this guy has like no followers.
Yeah, no disrespect to our professor, but like, we have one of the greatest competitors of all time.
Yeah.
If you look up anything about our professor, Hoyler Gracie says he's one of the top 4 most technical people he's ever rolled with. He's considered one of the greatest rooster weights of all time. A 4-time gi world champion.
Even Talison, I was really impressed. Yeah. So Talison, I will say this: he gave Talison an opportunity to talk before the seminar, and what he was saying was, he grew up in the same place where Omar grew up,
Manaus,
and he was saying that, look, Omar, he's like, he changed the game for everybody. He said, when I grew up, I was watching Omar. I was hearing stories about Omar. And he's like, it gave all of us little kids hope that one of us is making it. One of us is doing it. And if he can do it, I can do it. And he's like, you didn't, and he was telling him, he's like, you didn't just inspire me, you inspired a whole generation of kids to come up and do jiu-jitsu and be good at it. And I was like, damn.
On that same tangent, like, I've been so many places with Omar now, a lot of tournaments and stuff, and we did last year when they did that is the LA Open. I just watched. I didn't compete at that one, but I was talking to Omar and we were walking around. Tynan walked up to Omar and like out of his way walked up to Omar, shook his hand. Cole Bate out of his way shook his hand. All the competitors come up to him because he won the worlds in 99 and 2000 at black belt, 98 at brown, and I think 97 at purple belt. So he won at every belt, 2-time world champion. He's considered the greatest rooster weight of all time, besides like Bruno Malfacini and Kyle Terra. Those are like the 3 greatest rooster weights of all time. They're the only rooster weights that have won it multiple times in a row. The only person that's probably more famous than those guys at rooster weight that's won is Mikey, but Mikey left rooster weight after the first world championship. So, and the reason we bring all that up is that we have, again, one of the greatest roosterweight competitors of all time in the gi, one of the greatest competitors in IBJJF history ever in our little town, and you wouldn't know it.
No.
He doesn't do a lot to market himself. He has a pretty successful school, but if he was in a little bit bigger area, like let's say we were in Riverside, and he started marketing that, he's the biggest person in his radius, you know what I mean? So you would never know. So back to what you were saying is like, Dan and I were talking about this. Dan and I were kind of going back and forth about it, and I think I asked him, what do you think is more prestigious, ADCC or this Craig Jones Invitational? What would you do? And he was like, man, the prestige of ADCC is so big. Like you get put on all these platforms, you get put on the posters, you're all this and that. And I was like, what would you? I was like, so okay, ADCC you win $10,000, right? You spend a quarter of the year prepping for that. That's not even minimum wage at that point, and then you win $10,000, or you go to Craig Jones Invitational, you win, you get $1 million. Do you think the prestige of ADCC is worth that $1 million over X period of time?
Yeah, that's tough.
And that's what Dan and I were talking about. He's like, yeah, you could probably parlay that into $1 million over 5 or 6 years, maybe 10 years.
With ADCC.
With ADCC, or you get paid that $1 million up front, let's say not taxes or anything, you get paid that $1 million up front for winning Craig Jones Invitational. How does your life change better or worse? You know what I mean? And I follow this. Oh man, I totally forgot.
I think if you won $1 million, you got to think you're probably going to get like $500,000 after taxes.
Yeah, but it's just
but $500,000 will give you the freedom to train at a level that you want to train. However, here's the thing, and here's what always comes up. Like if you look at Conor McGregor, does that remove your hunger?
I don't.
You have
think
$500,000 all
You
of a
don't-
sudden.
yeah.
All of a sudden you're like, fuck.
Yeah.
Like I don't have to train today. I can train tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like
Well,
does
look-
it take that away from
So,
you?
but how many of those guys are on the Craig Jones level? You would assume anyone that's going to fight in ADCC is on the level of skill as Craig Jones, right? Because I mean, he's not the best. He's top 2.
Yeah,
let's
top
say top 5, right?
Yeah.
He's top 5 in the world at any division.
Yeah.
Because he's upper weight,
Yeah.
so any division he's top 5 in the world. Craig fucking parties. That dude, it doesn't seem like he trains.
No, I'm sure. Yeah.
And he's still top 5 in the world. So like, do you think if fucking Mika Galvao falls off, he wins $500,000 and just says, fuck it, I don't got to do shit anymore? I think it's the mindset of those people. Connor's still out there grinding, but it's not about fighting anymore.
Yeah.
It's about
Legacy.
getting more money.
Legacy. And
Yeah,
making
getting more money. It's like, so Connor didn't stop the grind. He's saying, I made $100 million to fight Mayweather. How do I parlay this $100 million into $500 million to $1 billion?
Yeah.
So his grind changed, but you know, those guys that win ADCC, there's nothing else for them. You know what I mean? You're not parlaying that into being in a movie. You know, Craig Jones ain't going to be in a movie. Gordon might be because he's just fucking crazy, but and Gordon's so big because he's on the level of Rogan. You know, he's on the radar of Rogan.
Well, he knows how to do social media.
Yeah, he knows.
Like
how to do
people
social
talk
media.
shit because
That's the
he's
big
an
thing.
asshole. Blah 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 blah. But like that's what drives his social media. He knows how to get clicks.
Yeah, he knows how to get clicks.
And that's what's made him so fucking big.
But if you're looking at clicks, who's the undisputed champion? You going Craig Jones? You going Gordon Ryan?
Dude, Craig Jones.
Craig Jones is the champ.
He's
dude.
fucking hilarious.
Dude, Craig is the man. Like, and he got all these people to put up this money. He got all these people to put up the money to do this competition. But you know what he hasn't outright said? He hasn't said there's going to be $1 million for the women.
If Fionn pulled out,
he's got to be guaranteeing her some kind of money, right? So he's got to be.
she's
building
one
a
of the
division.
biggest. She is the biggest name in women's division jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Outside of like,
I would like to see that we know that are competing because I don't think Gabby Pisagna is competing. I'd like to see Gabby, but Fionn I think is 135.
I want to see her win because I was looking at Flo just put out a little documentary about her
On Fionn?
on Gabby.
Oh, she's a fucking savage.
But they were like showing where she lives and her house, and she's still broke as fuck.
Dude, she's in the army.
In the Brazilian army?
Yeah, she's in the army. Or they made her like an honorary fucking officer.
God damn.
Yeah, Brazil's different, dog.
Yeah.
She's like in the military, but yeah, I mean, like you said about the hungry people, like being hungry about if you win that money, dude. These motherfuckers, I don't think they care. You know what I mean? They're so driven. It's like we talked about this before. It's like, oh, it looks like Peter, you know, old school. What's his name? Fucking Peter, whatever. He lives like in an apartment. It's like, yeah, but that dude's living his fucking life.
He is living life.
You know what I mean? Maybe he can't.
He looks happy.
Yeah, maybe he can't go out there and buy a BMW, but I bet that dude can go eat wherever he wants and fucking live in an apartment in San Diego.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Just living
So
in
it's
San
like-
Diego alone is fucking. Plus, you see him; he's always surfing, he's always skateboarding, he's always like having fun.
And I think that is the jiu-jitsu lifestyle. It's like
It's very surfer. It compares very like that surfer.
it's like endless summer. It's like chasing the waves. You know what I mean? Those dudes are, and I think you give a kid like Talison, you know, Talison's fucking 15 years younger than me. I'm gonna call him a fucking kid. You give a kid like Talison $500,000, what changes for him? I mean, he's already got a pretty successful school. I only follow him along. I don't know what his money's like, but it looks like
it's pretty good.
It's probably pretty successful.
Yeah.
He's for sure the big dog in that town.
Yeah.
You know, for jiu-jitsu. He travels around the world. He's probably traveling 4 months out of the year. He's teaching the rest of the time. If he decides he doesn't want to come in on a Wednesday, he has one of his teachers teach, and he goes surfs. You know, what else really is there in life? Like, do you really need to fucking have a 401k and do all this shit? So it's like, I think jiu-jitsu is such a different lifestyle.
Well, I mean, at his level, you're making enough. He's probably making enough to.
Well, let's say he's making $150,000 a year. I mean, you can teach jiu-jitsu for fucking ever.
Yeah.
Fucking, I was talking. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say who because I don't know if it's public. But I was talking to an older gentleman who owns a school, who's super high level. It's a bad motherfucker, and he just brought it up, and he's like, "Yeah, I got 2 more years left." And I was like, "Until what?" And he was, "Oh, you were there, yeah." He was like, "Until I retire." And I was like, "Well, what are you gonna do?" And he was like, "Retire." He's like, "Just I own a school. That's what I do." And I was like, "That's smart, man." Like, he's got to be about 60, maybe a little.
He's older.
No, I bet he's 55. He's not older than Hoyler.
No. Well,
Hoyler's about 60. He's 58, 59. So let's say he's 55.
he said he was just gonna do privates.
He's just going to do privates and then travel and do seminars.
and let someone else run
his school. I mean, that's what Megaton does. I mean, that's no secret.
Yeah.
Megaton's never at his school. Like, when Megaton's at his school, they make a big deal about him teaching a class. So I mean, he's making enough money to be able to travel around and do what he will travel with his daughter, help his daughter train, go do seminars, be a wild ass fucking Megaton lifestyle boy. So I don't.
That's a dream right there.
Yeah,
Man.
I don't think the prize money would change anybody's life. Like Craig is from all accounts
He's
rich.
probably rich. Yeah, multi-million. Just
Getting there.
Or getting just from the BJJ fanatic stuff. Just that.
Yeah, he probably makes pretty close to what Gordon makes.
Yeah.
On BJJ Fanatics. Yeah. So yeah, it's like it doesn't change. This lifestyle is so vagabond and chasing waves.
Well,
anyway,
that goes back to the procedure. Then it sounds like what you're saying is that the money.
I think the money's worth more than the prestige.
Well, the way you made it sounded like you don't think that.
No. I think winning the money
allows you to train harder.
Allows you to train harder, and it's better than the prestige. Because like the prestige is like, damn, you won ADCC. Nate, hey, tell me who won ADCC 2018.
Right. Yeah. Or I mean, and the other thing is like only certain people know ADCC.
It is big. It's huge. It's probably on the same level as IBJJF. But I personally think so. Let me clarify my position. I think it's worth more to fight in Craig Jones Invitational, whether you win or lose. And then if you win, so we didn't talk about this. If you show up, you get $10,001.
Just so that it's $1 more more than what.
But that's to show up
for the top. Yeah,
that's to show they have show money. ADCC, there's no show money. Yeah. That's only if you win.
Yeah. So
you get paid for a lot of those kids.
So you get paid what you would get paid to win ADCC just to show up. That's fucking good.
Again, I don't know anybody's money situation out there. Jacob Couch doesn't seem like he has any money.
Yeah.
Let's say Jacob Couch decides to go from ADCC to fighting Craig Jones Invitational, and they give him $10,000 to show up. That changes his life, man. That $10,000 will change a lot of people's lives, you know. So I think it's better to compete in Craig Jones Invitational, have a chance at winning the money, and then build your prestige off that. Because if there's only one Craig Jones Invitational, the prestige of that
you can say I was in Craig Jones.
Insane. Yeah. It's only 32 men.
Yeah.
Under 99 or under, I think it's under 99 and above 99, or 88. I think it's 88 and below and above 88. So there's only 2 divisions. So if you think about the IBJJF, what's the most prestigious thing to win in IBJJF? Do you know what it is?
Gi Worlds.
What about it, though? There's a specific one.
In Vegas.
No, Absolute Gi Worlds is the most prestigious thing to win.
Yeah.
So if you can win an Absolute in the Gi, that's the most prestigious Gi thing to win. So if you win an open division, which basically minus 88 and plus 88 is an open division, right? If you win that, you've won the most prestigious competition in the world, more prestigious than ADCC, and you win $1 million.
Oh, they get $1 million for that?
You're
talking about CJI? Or
yeah, CJI. No, dude, fucking IBJJF doesn't pay.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, they don't pay shit.
Yeah, they don't pay. I think if you win the Brazilian Nationals, they pay. Which is crazy. And if you win the Crown or one of those super fights, they pay. But I think Craig Jones Invitational is changing the world. I think Craig Jones has a bigger and better reach than ADCC, personally.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to carry that weight into
Well, I don't know if it'll have bigger reach, but I think it's going to have just as big of a reach. I mean, yeah. The one thing I wanted to talk about, too, was that Gordon Ryan was invited. And I was thinking about this, like the incentive he has to win, to go there or stay in ADCC. And on one hand, obviously he's friends with Mo, so it's like whatever. But to think like, he can go in there, he would probably win. 100% he'd probably win his division.
Well, let me stop right there. So Craig Jones, personally, has more followers than ADCC does.
Yeah, but then that's not counting Gordon Ryan promoting the shit out of ADCC like he does.
So Craig Jones Invitational's been on Instagram for 3 days. They have 25,000 followers. ADCC's been on Instagram for an unknown period of time. They have 388,000 followers. So they're at 10% the size, 8% the size in 3 days.
Yeah.
I've known about ADCC for over 3 years.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was saying earlier. Is like it's a niche market. Like you're not gonna. They don't have millions of followers.
Yeah.
It's 100,000, 200. That's not a lot in terms of social media at all. So
well, Gordon's got over 1 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And but that's what I was saying. He's promoting ADCC too. So you might think it might look like ADCC's only, but no, Gordon is promoting ADCC.
All the fighters are promoting it.
Yeah. So, but my point being is like I kind of like. Here's my thought to this, and maybe I'm out the left, and you're like, what? You might you might disagree. Gordon Ryan goes over to CJI. He wins easy. However, I'm looking at it in a different aspect of like.
I think he wins if Marigali doesn't go.
Well, I don't think they would fight each other.
They would have to.
I don't. Well, I don't think they would. Like one of them would or wouldn't.
They would. No, I think they would fight each other. The reason I think there is because Marigali's already talking shit about double gold to ADCC. The only way you do that is if you win your weight bracket and absolute.
Well, and then Gordon is now fighting.
He's doing the super fight and absolute, I think.
Yeah, so that'll be interesting. See,
So,
how are you not gonna want to watch that though?
Hey,
that's what's crazy.
Let's say this, you and I are boys.
That's a prestige point though, where we're like, fuck.
Yeah.
I want to see that.
But let's say fucking Marigali goes to CJI.
I don't think he will.
Marigali's about that paper, dog.
Yeah, he is. But he also hates Craig Jones.
He doesn't have a. I don't think he hates him.
You think it's just
I think they dislike each other. But if Craig Jones calls Marigali and says, "Hey, dude, you're the best grappler in the world," let me start off there.
Stroke his ego. Yeah.
You're the best grappler in the world. Come here.
You
get $10,001, which I don't think $10,000 is a lot of money for Marigali, but it's more than he's getting paid for ADCC.
Yeah.
What is ADCC going to do for Marigali that Craig Jones can't?
But here's where I was going with this.
Sorry.
I think it's a better. And maybe no one's gonna look at it this way, but I think it's good for Gordon not to go, and the reason being is, let's say Marigali doesn't go, and it's just Gordon over there. Mm-hmm. He's gonna win. So by not going over there, you're literally giving someone else an opportunity to win the million versus just fucking coming in and take it. It literally is like on Halloween, you walk up to some kid and be like, "Nah, this is my candy now."
No, I see what you're saying.
And that's what. And if Gordon goes over there, that's essentially what he's doing.
Someone's opportunity.
He's taking someone's opportunity to make something
when he doesn't need it.
When he doesn't need it.
But also, I think it's unarguable. I don't think you can win an argument saying that Gordon Ryan is not the best grappler in the world.
Right.
No-gi grappler.
No-gi grappler.
Let's say no-gi grappler, because I personally think Marigali fucks him up in the gi, right? I think Victor Hugo probably fucks him up in the gi.
I don't know.
Victor's a bad motherfucker in the gi. So let's just say he for argument, best grappler in the world.
Yeah.
ADCC, there's nothing for him. He's already won it 2 or 4 times or whatever. There's no competition.
It's a legacy now.
He's fighting a dude, Yuri Simoes, right? He's fighting Yuri Simoes in the fucking super fight. He's already fucked him up multiple times.
But this is legacy now, just to say I won it.
How many times do you need to win it? Like if you look at the IBJJF shit, like Buchecha with 10 world titles.
Well, this is the problem.
Fights.
This is the problem when you're so far ahead of everybody. And the same, like John Jones had this problem, and like just there's several fighters like Anderson Silva had this problem. You get so fucking far ahead.
Tell him that Weidman cracked his ass off.
But you get so far ahead of everybody that it's like, what do I do now? Like where do I go?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But I think
Gordon should go.
But if he's doing absolute and Marigali's doing absolute, that's the fight.
Yeah, but so this is another thing about when you think about, like, I have this problem because I'm a fucking beast. I have a real hard time grappling small guys.
Neither one of those guys are small.
No, but I think it's 88 and above. Mm-hmm. You got dudes as low as 175
but you're not flexible.
Pounds.
Gordon Ryan is flexible.
All right, let's say fucking so Musumeci is fighting Tairu Tolu at 88. Mm-hmm. Let's say Musumeci blows up and gets all fat.
He's a different level of flexible.
That's what I'm saying. So let's just the extremes. Yeah. Musumeci goes up to fucking whatever that division is, eats a bunch of water, drinks a bunch of water, eats a bunch of food, and fights Gordon. How do you think that goes?
That would be interesting.
He's a slippery motherfucker. And look, I think you only got to weigh in Friday. So you weigh in Friday, that fool drops 30 pounds overnight and he's back to 160.
I don't, but
he's a little dude.
He is little.
But they're both. Did you watch all ADCC last time?
Yeah.
Fucking. If I remember correctly, Baby Shark was fucking up Victor Hugo.
No, I don't remember that.
Yeah, Victor Hugo was getting his ass beat by a little dude because he couldn't grab him. Like, every time he would grab him, he'd slip out because the ability for Victor Hugo to squeeze, he's so much bigger that dude could slip out of spots.
There's definitely a challenge there for sure, but I don't think it's one that he wouldn't overcome.
You're
he
probably right.
He wouldn't account for. Like, oh, he's gonna be smaller.
But what does it do for Gordon to go beat Yuri Samoas again, or whoever the fuck? I think it's Yuri he's fighting again.
Yeah, but again, that's where I was thinking. It goes back to, like, from my perspective, if he goes, it's like taking money out of someone's hand. When, he's been preaching about making jiu-jitsu pay, making people get money, making other people get paid.
Yeah.
And if he goes over there and takes that money from someone that had an opportunity to make their first fucking $1 million, it's kind of like...
Makes him look like the bad guy?
Yeah.
He's already the bad guy.
I mean, he is a bad guy.
But look at it like this. Like,
you need people like me.
Yeah, exactly.
So you can point your fucking fingers and say, that's the bad guy.
Someone fucking named that reference. So if you look at it like this, let's say it's 88 below. I'm not sure. I think it's 88 below and 88 above. Mm-hmm. Couch, I think, is at 88. So let's say Couch goes up to plus 88, right? That's where Gordon would be. There's no way Gordon's getting under fucking 88. Mm-hmm. Couch did fight Gordon and brought his prestige up. I mean, Gordon fucked him up.
It brought his level up.
Yeah, exactly. But let's say I think it's 4 fights to win in 16, right? 16 guys, it's 4 fights. Mm-hmm. So let's say Couch smashes everyone or has fucking grinding fights and fights fucking Gordon for the win. Couch is going to make that million off of that fight. And he's not going to get paid to fight that million.
It's in the back end.
It's in the back end because Couch grinded out. He won fucking trials. He grinded out trials, beat the brakes off everyone at CJI, and then gets to fight Gordon in the final.
Yeah.
I mean, that looks good. I mean, Gordon probably break him off again, but let's say he has a good scrap with Gordon. He catches Gordon, and at least in a hold that Gordon gets out. Yeah,
right? That's where it goes back to now you start selling more instructionals. You play off of it. You get your Instagram.
Yeah.
One of the things that I noticed that they never do is YouTube. Like, I don't understand why these guys... Like, Gordon started his YouTube channel. I was like, that's the right move. People don't do YouTube.
Craig's got a YouTube channel, but it's all B team.
Yeah, but it's all B team. But YouTube's a place to be.
He's the owner of B team.
Like, YouTube is where you want to be because that's where you can get your long-form videos. You can get more money in.
Yeah. Well, that's what winning the money would help you with because it's like if you look at Couch doesn't have any videos that I know of on his own. I think every once in a while he's on the Pedigo one, the Daisy Fresh one. But
you can afford to hire someone to...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So now Couch gets let's say he gets $1 million, right? Couch gets $1 million. And then he invests it, and he just says, hey, I'm part of Pedigo, but the mats are too busy every day. I'm going to go rent a small building, throw some mats in there, hire a videographer, and start banging shit out.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen, like, small instructionals of Couch doing shit. He's an amazing instructor.
That's what, if you look at Andrew Wiltsey did. He built his own little, like, recording studio.
Yeah, and if he didn't...
started making his own
If he didn't go crazy, he would be
popping. He has the mental challenges.
But I think his instructionals still do pretty good.
His instructions are fucking legit.
Yeah, I mean... So it's the same. Let's say Couch, or let's say Wiltsey fucking just says, hey, Craig, can I fucking get in this at minus 88?
That would be fucking interesting.
He's not on the level of the other guys, but who knows who's going to be there? Mm-hmm. Let's say the best competitor is Mika Galvao at minus 88. I think Wiltsey and Galvao they match up good together. Mm-hmm. You know, I know Mika hasn't committed to go. I mean, he's in ADCC. He hasn't committed, but what does it do for Mika to win ADCC?
Nothing.
$1 million does more.
He's already famous.
The most famous.
Yeah.
In the jiu-jitsu world, Mika's almost as famous as Gordon.
Yeah, 100%.
If you look at just jiu-jitsu, not real life.
Yeah, just jiu-jitsu.
Mika's as famous as Gordon. 100%.
Yeah.
Right? Because he's the man.
Yeah.
I mean, let's say Tynan, because Tynan's not an ADCC that I know of. He hasn't been invited or anything.
I don't think Tynan is as famous as Mika.
No, but let's say you call Craig says, "Hey, Tynan, you're out there smashing people no-gi now.
Yeah.
Come do it."
I'm not saying it's not. I don't think
you would have to say Tynan gets the invite for sure. If Craig gets a fucking invite, Tynan, that's crazy.
I don't think that you can go wrong either way.
Yeah, you can.
The challenge is going to be...
Think about J-Rod. J-Rod, the best submitted 5 out of 6 dudes in the trials, got his ass beat in the first round. No one talks about J-Rod to the first ADCC.
Is he doing CJI?
No, but he's been invited to ADCC.
That would be interesting to see.
So, you know what I mean? It's like, it doesn't do anything for you unless you get to the finals.
Yeah, he won. Didn't he win his ADC trials?
No, he didn't win this year.
I thought
he lost both. No, he got 3rd or 4th on the East Coast and 3rd on the West Coast.
You got to hit the Midwest ones.
There's no Midwest one.
Oh, you gotta go with Asia or something.
Yeah, he can though. So you have to do the other ones. You gotta have a passport from there. But so if you look at it like that, the West Coast trials, everyone says it. Mo says it. Everyone. The U.S. West Coast trials are the hardest ones to win.
Yeah.
Both the Tackett brothers won, smashed everybody. They both dropped out of ADCC to go fight Craig Jones Invitational.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think you can go. I personally, unless I guess it depends on where your situation is, but like if you're an Andrew Tackett or like I don't think you could have gone wrong going to ADCC or going to CJI. But if you're like a smaller name that's just barely coming up, then that $1 million is going to probably play more for you than having an ADCC win.
Also,
because it takes time to build your social media, to build your name and your brand. Yeah. Really, it's about branding.
And with that $1 million, you can build a brand.
Yeah, and it's really, when we're talking about here, your social media, we're really talking about branding yourselves. Like, branding, like Gordon Ryan is a brand. Craig Jones is a brand. Mika Galval is a brand. Yeah. Like, it takes time to build that brand of yourself, and you do that by wins and you know, doing things like being fucking crazy good.
So they've only released 3 people so far that are 100% fighting Craig Jones Invitational. Do you know who they are?
Andrew Tackett, William Tackett, Fionn.
Okay. Name me any of the brackets in ADCC.
What do you mean, name me any of the brackets?
Any of the people on
them. I mean, pretty much everyone else is in ADCC. All the other big names.
But who?
Mika Galval, fucking Gordon Ryan.
He don't count.
Victor Hugo.
2.
Mergali.
3. Okay, stop. So you named 3 people. It took you that long to name. How quick did you name the 3 people?
Yeah.
So
well, just because I've been watching, it's like you know, like I can't believe you pulled out.
Do you even know who Yuri Samoes is? Samoish?
I remember him, but I'm not like super familiar with him.
Everybody knows those 3 people in Craig Jones Invitational. Yeah. And then when those brackets get built, it's only it's
only gonna be the top end people.
So I believe they hasn't posted it yet. Female division is going to be absolute. It's just going to be absolute, right? So there'll be 16 female competitors, 16 plus 88, 16 minus 88. What is that? 52 people.
Do you think he invites what's her name?
Gabby?
No. Well, Gabby probably going to get invited, but I'm talking about what's that young?
Helena. He should.
Yeah.
He should. She's one of the best grapplers in the world.
We've never seen her go up against high level like a Fiona Davis. Yeah. So I'm like, that's where I want to see, but it may also be too early for her to hit that level.
Oh no! So Helena won trials, right? She won the West Coast trials
easily.
So, yeah, but she got smashed on the East Coast trials.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, which is surprising that she won the West Coast ones. But and she almost got her ass whooped at that fight pass. She was getting beat.
Well, did she caught that ankle lock? Or that
after it was like up.
But I don't think she was
it was
smashed.
A close fight.
It was back and forth. Yeah, but I don't think she was getting.
So I mean, I personally think
it was. I think you're just expecting that when she competes, it's going to be one-sided, and it wasn't one-sided. It was kind of back and forth.
What is it? It's 52 people, right? So if there's 316 divisions,
something like that.
Yeah, everybody's going to know those people.
Yeah, it was 64 people.
The ability for them to market those, let's say 50 individuals, is going to be insane.
So, yeah.
And I think there's 16 dudes in every bracket at ADCC. There's like 7 brackets plus the winner.
There's so much money that going into the competitors there too.
What I'm concerned about is if he's going to be able to throw that $1 million at the women.
Oh, and he did say it's going to be stream free.
Yeah.
Someone asked about it.
Do you know how much they're going to make on those streams?
Yeah. Someone asked about it. They were like, "Oh, where are you going to get to watch it?" It's like, "Oh, it's going to be free on YouTube."
It's going to be free on YouTube. Yeah.
Yeah. So if you just throw ads on there.
Yeah. So I think I think Craig Jones Invitational is the way to go. Because let's say he's only able to get that money the one time. You're the one and only champion of plus 88 Craig Jones Invitational.
Yeah.
Look at the prestige of winning fucking EBIs. Dude, they're prestigious, dude. To win an EBI is a big deal.
I don't know. I mean, I think it's bigger than like an open.
No. It's bigger than Fight Pass. It's bigger than fucking Fight to Win. It's bigger than Who's Number One. EBI is like the most prestigious because they're the ones that started popping it. Like he's the one that started popping the super fights like that, and they're less and less now. They only do like 1 or 2 a year. So and like everyone, if you win an EBI, like every time they introduce fucking Nicky Ryan.
Yeah, they say
EBI champion. Yeah. It's a big deal to win an EBI. So, man, if you win the one and only Craig Jones Invitational, And all this is predicated on is if he actually pays everyone.
Yeah.
So all the dudes on B Team have been talking about. They're like, we've seen the bank account.
Yeah, that's what
there
I've
is
heard.
money in
They
it.
said the bank account's full.
But
of
he
money.
said it's $3 million. With $3 million, you can't do what he wants to do and pay the women $1 million.
Yeah.
Because I did like a quick gate. The gate at the T-Mobile Arena, if it's average $300 at I think 14,000 people, it's $3.2 million they make off of it.
Now I think he did kind of hint at saying that the arena that he got is about $500,000.
It's the Thomas and Mack Center.
Yeah, he said it was about.
He's doing it at the same place that.
Yeah, but I think he said
it's $500,000.
Yeah, $500,000 because he was saying that why would ADCC spend $1 million when they can go where I'm going and spend half of that,
Yeah.
which led me to be like, oh, so he's paying $500,000 for this. So if you take $500,000, if you can,
he's at 2.5 then.
If you take
before sponsors
and before the gate, like if you sell your tickets, like can you make enough from your ticket to pay the gate and then cover the remainder? So I think that's feasible if it does well.
In fairness, I think the tickets prices should be the same as the last ADCC, which I think $200 was the most expensive ticket you could buy. So let's just say it's $100, and there's 8,000 people. It's almost $1 million. So they're making $300,000 on just the gate because it will sell out.
Yeah, so $300 on the gate.
Tons of people are talking about selling their ADCC tickets right now to go to fucking CJI.
Those are gonna start going out for cheap.
I don't think they'll go for cheap, but they're going to be sold for sure. But it's like, okay, we went to ADCC last year. Like right now, it's like I don't have a ticket. I have a ticket to ADCC. Someone's giving me one, and I'm like, yo, I went to ADCC before. He went to ADCC before. Let's go to fucking Craig Jones Invitational, dude. What if it's only $50?
Yeah, it's cheap as fuck.
You know, I want to go to that because I want to see, is it going to be the coolest thing ever? Or is it going to be a shit show?
No, it's going to be a shit show, for sure. He's not going to invest a bunch of money in the entertainment side of the house. It's going to feel like...
I don't think Craig's is running this.
I think it's going to feel
Would
just
you
like...
give Craig $3 million to run this shit?
No. But
he's going to be like
team, but
he's going to be like Connor. He's going to be the face.
I still don't think it's going to be on the level of ADCC. I feel like it's going to be, you're going to show up...
It doesn't need to be.
And it's going to be like... going to fuck. It does need to be.
No, look at it like this.
It does have
Imagine
to be.
being in, so I might have this wrong. Oh, I think it was actually Metamoris. But imagine being in the room at Metamoris or whatever it was when fucking Hoyler fought Eddie Bravo.
I understand that. I get where you're going from. That wasn't 8,000 people, was it?
That's what I'm saying.
So how many people were in there?
Probably 100.
That's it. That's the problem with jiu-jitsu is that you need to market it. It has to be entertaining. That's what ADCC does. If he doesn't do that, it's like going to San Diego Open.
But man, so you weren't there. It was boring as fuck a lot of the day. ADCC. Dude, they did a 2-hour fucking announcement of all the fucking competitors.
Yeah, it's a little much.
It was so, and it was that stupid fucking chick from fucking.
Yeah.
What did they paid that chick more than they paid the fighters. They probably paid her $100,000 to show up.
Yeah.
They paid Craig, he may have been joking, but he said they paid the drummers. Because there was like this fucking drum thing. They paid the drummers more than they paid fucking ADCC, the competitors. So
I don't know, we'll see. I'm interested to see how it plays out. We'll see how it plays out. I mean, I think there's a lot of good that's going to come from this.
Also, ADCC is not about making money. Mo doesn't own ADCC.
No.
The Sultan of fucking Abu Dhabi does.
Yeah.
The sheikh.
He just runs it.
Yes, they allow him to be the promoter.
Yeah.
But also, so he doesn't ever talk about it. Mo is also a sheikh. A sheikh just means a rich dude, basically.
Very rich.
Mo is a sheikh from fucking Abu Dhabi.
Yeah, very rich.
He's like a billionaire. Mm-hmm. He doesn't need the fucking money. There's a famous thing that when he first took it over, he put like $1 million into the West Coast trials and lost it all.
Yeah. But it was nothing to him, I'm sure.
Nothing to him.
Yeah.
You know, and to the sheikh
But I mean,
of fucking Abu
that's
Dhabi,
also a good thing, though.
That Sheikh Al Noon or whatever, like, it's nothing to him.
But that's also a good thing because they're doing it technically. I mean, they're doing it because they enjoy the sport. They enjoy the but I agree. They should be paying their
people. But Craig said the same thing. Everyone that's put in money is using it as a loss. So I don't know who actually has put in money. He hasn't said who put in the money for it, but they know there's no return.
Yeah.
It's for the love.
Yeah.
I personally think it's the other sheikhs in Abu Dhabi or in Saudi Arabia.
Some salty
it's
shake.
a Saudi Arabian
put
sheikh.
Nah, he was over there for a while. So yeah,
it's probably one of the Saudi Arabian sheikhs. Like fuck those fools in what country's Abu Dhabi in? Abu Dhabi, but yeah, fuck those fools over there. We
Let's
can do
show
that
them.
shit.
Yeah. There's a little bit of competition.
And then not only that, there is no profit. They said they're going to donate all the money, I think, to Gaza.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
I smell sausage or something, or bacon.
They're definitely probably my wife cooking.
Yeah.
That's what that means.
But yeah, I personally think Craig Jones Invitational is the way to go. I think the money's better. I think the promotion's going to be just as good. The event's probably going to be a shit show, but I'm fucking here
I think
for it.
I think the competition is going to be like on par with ADCC. The level of competition, the quality of the comps are going to be good. We still don't know the rules.
They're going to be ADCC rules for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's the best rules.
I was going to say we just don't know.
Yeah.
They haven't released the rules, but I think the level of competition is definitely going to be on par with some of the best in the world.
You know what I did see? I did see some fuck shit today. I haven't said that in a while. I did see some fuck shit today. I think he said it's going to be in the fucking bowl, like on Karate Combat.
That's smart.
I like it.
I think it's a good idea because I'm tired of people falling off of shit.
Yeah.
It's so annoying.
It stops the wrestling for sure. It stops the fucking, the club.
So, I mean, but ADCC wasn't on a platform either, was it? It was
no,
floor,
but you go out of bounds and you have to stop them all the time.
Yeah. I actually like the way that they do their combat.
I personally do. It stops the wrestling.
Yeah.
Because you get pushed up against that thing, you either got to wrestle off or you fall down. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So, and it's going to make it exciting. I wonder
if that's one of their backers is the Karate Combat guys.
I don't know the deal with that awesome guy who runs Karate Combat, but I think he's got money. He's a Middle Eastern dude. For sure it is. I mean.
Anyways, what do you guys think? What's your take on this? Like, if you haven't heard about it, what do you guys think?
I think my dog should sling those tickets to ADCC and we go to Craig Jones Invitational and get buck wild. You know what I'm saying? Nose beers and shit.
Nose beers? I mean, I don't have anything else. You?
Nah.
I think that was good.
That's it.
It's good info. Anyways, leave a comment. Tell us what you think about either one of these.
This fool smells that food.
I already ate.
Oh.
I already ate, son. I already had my breakfast. Anyways, we're probably going to be going. We'll probably be going to go to the Worlds next week. So whenever we come back, there'll probably be like whenever we talk about it.
We might just do a podcast in the stands real quick.
That might be kind of cool.
Yeah.
That might be interesting. Anyways, until next time, peace.
Megaton Lifestyle.